Today marks 18 years since the September 11th terrorist attacks changed the United States forever. Americans from coast to coast taking time today to remember all the innocent people killed that day. In New York City this morning, a somber ceremony as always at Ground Zero. 8:46 a.m. folks paused for a moment of silence to mark the exact moment when the first plane hit the North Tower of the World Trade Center. In Washington, President Trump and the First Lady took part in a ceremony at the Pentagon. They first participated in a wreath laying and held a moment of silence. To Boston, where city and state leaders gathered as well at the State House for a ceremony honoring local victims of those attacks. Flags were lowered to half-staff, and then the names of the 206 victims with ties to Massachusetts were read out loud. And this afternoon, family members of the victims held a wreath-laying ceremony at the Public Garden. NBC 10's Abby Nisgoda has more on how others use a day of service to pay their respects.
From somber ceremonies to quiet reflections, there are countless ways to remember all that was lost 18 years ago. But year after year, you'll find Cindy McGinty here.
This is what Mike would want us to be doing, not wallowing.
Her husband Mike was in the North Tower on September 11th. Today, she and her son are at the 11th Annual Day of Service in Boston, packing up care packages for soldiers and veterans.
So that's how we take back the day, by doing good things for each other.
Giving back and giving blood. The annual Red Cross Remembrance Drive at Fenway Park packed with people, including the governor.
9/11 will be with us forever.
Also in the crowd, Christy Coombs, whose husband Jeff was on Flight 11. Her focus 18 years later on making the tragedy a mandatory part of the curriculum in history classes.
It's necessary that the kids learn this is their history, but it's our lifetime.
Kids like Sonia Abdel Fattah, who was born 3 years after 9/11, but is here on the Greenway today. And she knows how meaningful this day is.
It's so important not to forget because we have to keep those people in our memories, and we have to work together and come together to unite as one to spread peace and kindness throughout our communities.
In addition to the ceremony that happened here, there are also several services happening this evening, including a candlelight procession in the Seaport at the Fallen Heroes Memorial. In Boston, I'm Abby Nisgoda, NBC 10 Boston.